What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well, having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening whenever you come across this reading. You already know if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or malintentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. So we're going to tap into the energy. So whoever is in my energy or trying to be in my energy or hovering over me, you be exposed. So if that's what you want, fine with me. So collective, we're going to tap into this energy. We still in this new moon energy. 111 as I look at the clock. At the timer. So we're going to tap into this energy and see what's up. This may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't make it stick or you will get sick. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please provide me with some insight. What does the collective need to know? Oh, switch deck. They said let's just start it off the way. Let's start it off with who it is. So let's start it off with who it is. Let's just get straight to the point, collective. Spirit don't want to play no games. Spirit wants to get straight to the point. I'm about to take this tooth out my mouth because this shit is all jacked up. I don't think this is going to be a long reading because I am hungry. So angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine way, light attribute only, please provide me with some insight. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? You got people who are business partners. So you got a bunch of business partners. Let's see who these business partners are. Who are these business partners? You got business partners. So there's people working together. Who are these business partners? A religious figure. So there's business partners. There's a religious figure that's business partners with who? Who is this religious figure business partners with? With a hitman attacker. So you have there's a religious figure that's business partners with a hitman and with a hitman or an attacker. So there's a religious figure that's business partners with a hitman attacker, collective. That is the energy we got going on here. Let's see if we could get a little bit more specific. Who is this religious figure? A karmic soulmate? A false flame? This religious figure could be a karmic soulmate, a false flame. Remember, a karmic soulmate or a false flame don't necessarily have to be someone that you are intimate or in a relationship with. This could be past soulmate energy. A false flame, a false flame. This could be somebody that like you, but they're not good for you. Who is this hitman? Look, karmic twin flame came out. So this religious figure is somebody that could like you, but he's not good for you. The hitman attacker is a karmic friend. So this hitman attacker is this religious figure's karmic friend. Anything else on this hitman attacker? They related family. It could be a cousin, mutual acquaintances, or mutual acquaintance with a cousin. Karmic soul, twin flame. So the family, the tree is growing right here. Hold on. So there's a religious figure. Confirmation. With the notification. Confirmation with the notification. There's a religious figure that's a karmic soulmate, a karmic false flame. And they're business partners with a hitman attacker. This hitman attacker is a karmic friend. And this karmic friend is related somehow to a cousin. Mutual acquaintances. So they all mute. So there's a religious figure that's a karmic false flame, a hitman attacker that's a friend, and then related family, a cousin. So you have this, I feel like there's two hitman attackers, a karmic friend, a related family, a cousin. They all mutual acquaintances. So they all know each other. They all know this karmic twin flame. This intuitive psychic clairvoyant in the reverse, which is religious, could be a religious figure. Or this, what this could be saying, or this is something else. It could say that this religious figure, because the first two cards that came out is religious figure, business partner, and religious figure, right? So this religious figure is business partners, business partner, religious figure, could be business partners with a karmic soulmate. Okay? A false flame. A karmic friend, because after religious figure, hitman attacker came out. So hitman attacker, business partners, religious figure with a hitman attacker, which is your karmic soulmate, false flame. A karmic friend. Somebody who's related family, karmic friend, related to this karmic friend is a cousin. And they all mutual acquaintances to this karmic twin flame. So what I'm getting is, collective, there's a religious figure that's mutual acquaintances and business partners. And there's a hitman attacker that's acquaintant to this religious figure. And these hitman attackers, this hitman or attacker, are a karmic soulmate, a false flame, a karmic friend. It could be a related family to this karmic friend or related family to this karmic soulmate. A karmic friend to this karmic soulmate. Your hitman attacker is your karmic soulmate, your false flame. And their karmic friend and their related family, their cousin. They all mutual acquaintances to your twin flame. That is what I got. This karmic twin flame is an intuitive psychic clairvoyant that's in the reverse. Twin flame in the reverse. It keeps coming out. Twin flame, karmic soulmate, false flame. So basically, your hitman attacker is your karmic twin flame, your karmic soulmate, a false flame. So that's who it is. So that's who's in the energy collective. That's the energy right now. This karmic twin flame soulmate is mutual acquaintances with this religious figure. This religious figure. So the main person is the religious figure that's out here. So let's tap into this religious figure. Then we're gonna tap into this karmic soulmate. That's your hitman attacker. Then we're gonna tap into these hitman attackers. Because your hitman attacker is your karmic twin flame or your soulmate, their karmic friend, and their karmic friend's cousin. That's what is reading out. That's what is reading out. And they all know each other, business partners, mutual acquaintances. And twin flame, karmic twin flame keep coming out. This karmic twin flame is a intuitive, clairvoyant psychic in the reverse, though. They're a twin flame in the reverse. Soulmate in the reverse. False flame, twin flame in the reverse. I'm gonna keep saying that so if they watching me, they know that you are a reverse. What about these? What about this religious figure? Let's get into it. What about this religious figure? That's business partners with a hitman, karmic soulmate. What about this religious figure? Wow. We got this religious figure. It says authentic, original, but in the reverse. So that means they're fake. So this religious figure is not real. They're not authentic. They're not real. They're fake. They're not authentic. What else? 7th house partnership. Business partners. The quest for guidance, planet Venus, zodiac Libra. This could be a Libra, or they can have Libra in their 7th house or Libra in their Venus, or you could be a Libra. It says this is about one-on-one relationship, marriage, committed partnerships, open enemies, and business contracts. Oh wow, this is a clarification for business partners. So it says business contracts, platonic intimacy, companionship, separation, divorce, personal, professional, enemies, and lawsuits. So basically, this religious figure is fake. This is your enemy. This is your open enemy. And they have some type of business partner, business contract with a karmic soulmate, with a hitman. They have a business contract, business contracts with a hitman and attackers, with your karmic soulmate, twin flame, false flame. That's a psychic in the reverse, intuitive in the reverse, a karmic friend, and this karmic friend's cousin. They could be facing something. They could be going through some type of divorce, personal or professional. These are personal and professional enemies and lawsuits. So somebody could be going through some type of lawsuit. They're your enemies. This is about a one-on-one relationship. This is about a one-on-one relationship, marriage, a commitment, partnership. Somebody's fake. What about this hitman attacker? These hitman attackers, this karmic soulmate, twin flame. They're mad. Somebody's in their feelings. So this hitman attacker, these hitman attackers, this karmic twin flame soulmate, got an attitude. They're very arrogant and aggressive. Someone's in their feelings because it says essential necessity, must have, critical, unavoidable, indispensable, required, fundamentally important, needful, basic living. So somebody's mad. They could have been attacking your basic living needs. Since they're a hitman or attacker, they could have been coming after your basic living needs. And something is unavoidable. They're mad. Something was essential, a must-have. Something was a must-have. This person got an attitude because something was essential, was necessity. Something was a necessity, and they're mad. Memories, past events, what has been learned, information retained, being remembered, recollection. So what I'm getting with this word on here, with this critical and unavoidable, indispensable, something was unavoidable about some type of memory or something about past events, something that has been learned, information that has been retained, being remembered or recollecting. So this hitman attacker, this karmic soulmate is mad. They got an attitude. They in their feelings because something was unavoidable about something about the past events, memories, something about information that was retained, something that was being remembered, recollection, something that was being learned. Somebody's also mad about their house of career, their quest for career. Planet Saturn, they could be a Capricorn as well, or have Capricorn and Saturn, or Capricorn in the 10th house. This was about their career, their social status, public status, reputation, legacy, honor, prestige, awards, promotion, fame, legacy, employers, government rules, discipline, fathers, and fatherhood. So somebody's mad that something was unavoidable, or what has been learned, information retained, or being remembered about somebody's social status, public status, reputation, somebody's legacy or honor. Somebody's mad because memories from the past are coming up. Somebody's remembering something. There's a recollection of somebody's social status, public status, reputation. This has to do with somebody's fame, legacy. This could be a father figure. This person could be a father figures, fatherhood. This could be a group of men. Delays. Siren energy. So this person was a siren energy trying to cause delays. So we got somebody's mad and someone's in their feeling because it's unavoidable about past events and memories, what has been learned from the past, information that has been retained, being remembered about somebody's social status, public status, reputation, their legacy, their honor, their fame, that they're a siren, that they seduce and entice and lure people to act against their better judgment. So somebody's reputation, somebody's mad because somebody's reputation is out in the public, that they're a siren energy, that they sleep with people, they're a femme fatale, a temptress, seductress. They use their body. And somebody's pissed off because they're going through delays, they're postponed, they're waiting on something. Something is slower than expected, moving slowly, or cause lateness. Yeah. Somebody was trying to cause delays or postpone somebody's growth. They were trying to delay your growth. Collective, intuitive, psychic, clairvoyant in the reverse. So you could be an intuitive, psychic, clairvoyant they were trying to have in the reverse. They were trying to stop somebody's growth, cause delays. Or this is an intuitive, psychic, clairvoyant in reverse that was trying to stop somebody from blossoming, somebody from a growth, from coming into your own, and it's becoming evident. We got this could be about the ninth house, quest for mastership. So you could be blossoming, growing something out. Somebody's growing something out. I don't know why I said it like that. You're going through a growth, a blossom. Cherry blossoms could signify something. And past memories, somebody could have some type of pictures on vacation or something like that. Also, somebody could have been trying to poison you or poison something. Poison your energy to cause delays to your growth, of your mastership, of your travel, of your forward movement. Planet Jupiter, Zodiac Sagittarius. This is about foreign lands, higher education, spirituality, perspective, book writing, international relations, publishing, long journey, religion, collective thoughts, and truth. So somebody was trying to stop your growth and cause delays when it comes to your higher learning, your education, your mastership, your travel, your spirituality, your writing, your publishing. You could be a writer, you could be a publisher, you could be somebody that travels. You could be somebody that speaks truth. They were trying to cause delays, postpone you from this, from your forward movement to your ninth house. They were trying to stop. Yeah, but you're getting karmic justice, collective. Somebody could have some type of court, dealing with some type of judge, and the judge is pointing at them, throwing the book at them. They got a file, they got book, big ass book of information, and a judge could be yelling at them, about to slam the hammer like, you guilty. Judgment is being casted. Somebody's being casted judgment for what they've done wrong, and some happiness is about to come to you and your loved ones. Yeah, 11th house, friendship, quest of community. You about to get karmic justice. Or somebody was trying to cause turbulence when it comes to your community, your friendship. You could be a humanitarian, your networking, your social circle, technology and innovations, your hopes, your dreams, collaborations, your goals, your electronics, surprises, inventions, science fiction, technology, and trends. So somebody was trying to cause a turbulence and cause chaos when it comes to your community, to your friendship, to your networking, to your social status. Whatever you're inventing, your collaborations, whoever you're collaborating with, they were trying to cause chaos. They were trying to cause a strong sudden movement, a chaotic change. They were trying to shake things up in your community. Yeah, this person is a counterfeit. So confirmation, the first thing that came out with these cards, and this is how it ends. It came out authentic, original in the reverse. Correct? Right. It ends with counterfeit. This person is fake. This religious figure and these hitmen attackers, they're fake. They're mutual acquaintances with a fake religious figure, business partners with a fake religious figure that was trying to cause turbulence and chaos in your community, in your partnerships, in your one-on-one relationship, in your marriage, in your committed partnerships, in your business contracts, trying to cause separation, divorce, lawsuits in your energy. Yeah, look, 8th house of sex, quest for transformation, planet Mars and Pluto, zodiac Scorpio. Merging intimacies, death, transformation, taxes, insurance, bankruptcy, alimony, crime, occult, revenge, bad karma, jealousy, control, merging beyond body and into the soul. Hey. So you're going through a transformation. Somebody's fake. They use their body to get what they want. House of sex, merging intimacies, merging beyond body into the soul. Crime, occult, revenge, and bad karma, jealousy. Somebody was trying to control you because they're jealous. They're part of some type of crime occult and they wanted revenge, and now they're getting bad karma. They could have did some type of tax fraud, insurance fraud. They could be going through some type of bankruptcy, dealing with some type of alimony. Okay, yeah. Yep. They could be experiencing some ending, a death. Somebody could be passing away, or somebody's going through some type of transformation. Yeah, because targeted. They were targeting you. They made you the objective, a mark to shoot. Somebody's pissed off and mad because they postponed, delay. They're going through bad karma because they made you some type of target while you were going through some type of transformation, a growth, a blossom. They made you a goal to be achieved. They a object to ridicule and criticize. So they were ridiculing you and criticizing you because you were going through some type of growth, a blossom. You were coming into your own. Insight, divination. You could have been getting memories, past events. You learned information retained through divination. You learned what you needed to learn through divination. Hidden knowledge. Fortune telling. You a spiritualist. You got supernatural powers. And you got a lot of protection. You're protected. Palo Santo. Your career is protected. You're getting karmic justice. Negative energy is being removed. And so is bad spirits. Yeah, and they were warned. This siren energy that was luring people, enticing people, coming after your community and friendships. They were warned. They were giving a warning, caution. They were giving a heads up, or you were giving a warning. You're protected. You were paying attention about this enchantress. Yeah, because you're balanced. You have a duality, yin and yang, opposites, parts of element, light and shadow, good versus evil. So this is a good versus evil thing. A fake ass religious figure in the reverse, intuitive psychic clairvoyant in the reverse. They're not real, they're not fake, and they were trying to cause some type of turbulence and chaos in your life. They were replicating you. They are fake, they're an imposter, they're a fraud, they were intimidating, they were imitating you. They're not sincere. They could have forged something. Their whole point was to intent to deceive you, to pretend. And they could be replicating you. They could be pretending to be you. Or they're replicating something with this replica. They go into jail with the handcuffs. This has to do with a business. So this has to do with business as business partners. Counterfeit replica. They could have been replicating your business. Committing fraud in a business. In your business or a business. They forged something. They forged something. Something. I don't know why it came out like that. But they forged something when it comes to some type of business contract. Now there's lawsuits. Collective, is it time to focus on committing to a partnership when it comes to business, or focusing on your partnership or signing contracts to work with new business partners? Somebody's trying to sign a new business contract. They're trying to work with new business partners, but they're fake. They're replica. They're an imposter. Is it time to focus on changing your daily habits, focusing on your health, and pay attention to your work environment and the impact and on overall mental, spiritual, and physical health? So somebody's business, this business is over. This, whatever's going on in somebody's business, this business contract, relationship, this faulty ass business that somebody got going on here, is having an impact on their mental, spiritual, and physical health. Or somebody was trying to have this impact your mental, spiritual, and physical health. They wanted it to cause delays, so something could move slower than expected. But they're mad because they're mad though. So obviously it's not working because you're going through some type of transformation. They were targeting you while you were going through some type of target transformation, some type of personal growth, a blossom, and somebody was ridiculing you and criticizing you and decided to target you. And you got your information through hidden knowledge, memories, past events, what has been learned, information retained, being remembered, recollection through divination and insight. You got this information through divination. And you were protected. through this. And the negativity was removed from you because you're balanced. You were giving a warning about these people and what they were doing. You were giving a heads up. You were being cautious. This is why you're balanced, because you were being warned through divination. You were getting insight through supernatural powers. You could have supernatural powers. You could be a spiritualist, or you could watch readers. You could be a fortune teller, or you could watch fortune telling. But you got your information through divination. This is why you learned what happened. So this is something that happened past events with a religious figure that's a fake religious figure that was business partners with karmic twin flame soulmate, their karmic friend, and their karmic friend's cousin. Sound like a tongue twister. That is the connection. Religious figure, business partners with your karmic twin flame soulmate. Confirmation, with the notification, and your karmic friend, your karmic soulmate included their karmic friend, and their karmic friend included their family, a cousin. So I could break it down so you can see the breakdown. It's all separate families, so different groups of people. The karmic soulmate, the karmic friend, and then the karmic friend, their family, their cousin. Four people out here. And they all mutual acquaintances, and they were coming for you collective. They were coming for your social status, your reputation, your family. They were trying to stop your growth, cause delays, because you were going through some type of transformation, because and you got this. And the reason why you were going through some type of delays is because of what somebody did in the past, and you got this information through divination. You know what somebody was doing. Let's see. It says people offline. So these are people offline. What about people offline? Sudden wealth. People offline thought they were going to get sudden wealth. And big changes is coming. Service interrupted, trying to disconnect you from everything. So somebody's trying to disconnect you from everything. They're trying to interrupt your services, but big changes is coming. Sudden wealth is coming, collective. So people offline could be trying to interrupt your services. But don't worry about it, because you're getting that money. Something's changing. You could have the letter H. Somebody with the letter H, first name, last name, middle name, nickname. Let's put that to the side. Somebody's feeling wounded. So you're getting sudden wealth. Big changes is coming, and somebody's feeling wounded because of this collective. They hurt because big changes is coming for you, because you healed yourself, meditate, listen, connected with nature. Somebody's feeling wounded because you healed yourself. Because you connected with nature. And you're getting sudden wealth and big changes is coming in your life. Yeah, they feeling weak, collective. These people are feeling weak right now. Somebody with the letter K, first name, last name, middle name, nickname. I'm going to put it to the side. It says the devil was up to no good. Yeah, service interrupted, trying to disconnect you from everything. The devil was up to no good, collective. Trying to disconnect you. I hear sirens. This could be a Taurus energy that's doing this. You got Taurus in your chart. 112 Cupid. But you won't know unless you give it a try. Ain't no doubt about it. Lord knows we need it. Never out, never leave. Ooh, no. Oh. Somebody's in love with you, collective. Big changes is coming, Cupid. Maybe Cupid is coming, 112. Maybe you're going to be in love. Maybe this big changes is coming, could be love and sudden wealth. Crate. A crate. Wounded crate. Something about a crate. I don't know. Fearful. Somebody's fearful. Crate. I don't know what another word that could signify crate. Something could be in a crate. Somebody could be sitting in a crate, sitting on a crate. I don't know. But somebody's fearful because you hear yourself. Because you meditate, you listen, and you connect with nature. So somebody's feeling fearful and weak. They're wounded, they're weak, and they're fearful. Because you're about to get some type of sudden wealth. Because you're about to get some sudden wealth, collective. And they scared. Yeah, spirit is walking amongst us, collective. So spirit is walking amongst us. Spirit could be walking amongst this fake religious person. Yeah, they don't like that you're at peace, collective. So spirit is walking amongst this person. They got an attitude because they don't like that you're at peace. They mad because you're at peace, collective. Yeah, and they're in survival mode. They don't like that you're at peace and they're in survival mode. Yeah, because they had you in an experimental study, a study group that involved an entire community or part of an organization. So somebody was studying you, they had you part of some type of study. Like if you were an experiment. Yeah, because they wanted to be the one. This is somebody that wanted to be the one, collective. Lord, here we go. Somebody had you in some type of experimental study and was experimenting on you because they wanted to be the one, a siren energy. Yeah, dream magic in the reverse. So somebody was doing dream magic, but it's in the reverse. Yeah, you're getting liberated because you're at peace and they don't like it. You said being used to cause havoc. So somebody was being used to cause havoc. And now they're in survival mode. Yeah, crimes committed. Because they was committing crimes with this experimental study that involved an entire community or part of an organization. Yeah, they've been backed into a corner. Somebody that wanted to be the one has been backed into a corner now. Because you were getting the warnings of what they were doing. Yeah, the dark don't want anything to do with them now, collective. Spirit is walking amongst us. This person could have been doing dream magic on you, like I said. And the dark don't want anything to do with them now. Yeah, it's over. You're being liberated from this fake-ass counterfeit person that's replicating you. Yeah, true and faithful, because you're true and faithful, collective. You're going through a transformation. Yeah, they was paid to cause harm, being used to cause havoc, communal trial, an experimental study, a study group that involved an entire community or part of an organization, crimes committed, and they were paid to cause you harm. Yeah, an aunt not related could be also involved. Somebody's aunt could be related. So with the karmic friend and their cousin's mother could be related. Or this karmic friend's aunt could be related. Involved. It says intimidated by your supernaturalist. So they're intimidated by your supernaturalist. They're intimidated by your gift. That's why they wanted to cause chaos. Yeah, because everyone loves a comeback story. So your back is over, collective, and you're back in action. And now they're feeling weak. They can't replicate you. It's over because everybody loves a comeback. Confirmation with the car honk. They being banished now because you came back. You back in action. The devil was up to no good. They was trying to have you banished. Yeah, a mother not related is banished. Paid to cause harm by a mother not related to you. Somebody had you in an experimental study that involved a community or organization. They were committing crimes against you. They was paid to cause harm by a mother that's not related to you. And an aunt not related to you. In January, something with January, they're fearful. They did something in January, past, from the past. It says it's time to get connected and be a collective tribe vibe. So yeah, you're getting connected with your tribe. You're connecting with your spiritual tribe. And they don't like that you're at peace. It says moon magic is being done. So moon magic is being done because they don't like that you're at peace, collective. They doing magic on your peace. A Virgo male could be involved. Listen, in survival mode. It says enemies were given a warning. If they hexed you, there would be a storm coming. They didn't heed the signal when told not to mess with you. So this experimental trial, they were giving warnings not to mess with you, but they didn't listen. Because somebody wanted to be the one in this group. Yeah. Wanted to be the one. Plant the seeds to grow trees of endless possibilities. You mold your own future that comes. So somebody basically wanted to be the one, and the future that they molded themselves was karma. They planted the wrong seeds. Dream magic. They need to shut up and sit down. They need to give up. So somebody was trying to do dream magic and they need to give up. They need to shut up and sit down. Because the dark don't want anything to do with them no more. Yeah, wounded warrior, survivor, because you're being liberated. You're a wounded warrior survivor. They were doing moon magic on the wounded warrior, a survivor. It's over for them. Yeah, intuitively speaks to you in your dreams. They were being used to cause havoc. A Virgo male was trying to intuitively speak to you in your dreams with the dream magic. Keep your faith and keep praying. But yeah, crimes was committed against you, but you kept your faith and you kept praying, collective. And you knew that there was going to be a storm coming for these people. Yeah, they've been backed into a corner and they still dealing with childhood trauma. They unhealed. So they've been backed into a corner for wanting to be the one. And they still dealing with childhood trauma. Yeah, the dark don't want anything to do with them. This scandalous group that committed some type of scandal. It's over for this scandalous group. Yeah, they're learning some harsh lessons. It's over for them. Because you're somebody who's true and faithful. Yeah, bullies harassing some high school baby bullshit. You're somebody who's true and faithful, and they were bullying you, they're harassing you. Like a bunch of babies. Yeah, paid to cause harm, a tarot reader card involved. So paid to cause harm, a tarot card reader was involved. So also a tarot card reader was involved to pay to cause you harm. Yeah, watch the company you keep. Everybody's not your friend. Your surrounding is tainted. This aunt not related. So watch the company you keep and watch what you're watching. Or the readers you're watching. It says the passed away, no longer here, or about to pass away. Somebody's about to pass away. This person that was intimidated by your supernaturalness could be passing away. or somebody in this scandalous group passed away, or they're going to pass away. Yeah, we've already won. Show them they don't want none. Yeah, because you've won. Everybody loves a comeback. You already won, collective. They learning some harsh lessons. Doing moon magic on a wounded warrior. Somebody that's a survivor. Now they're getting banished. Yeah, they not used to their plans not working, and they confused of how they're the ones that's getting banished. This mother not related, stroke, heart attack, gunshot, car accident. This tarot card reader involved could be a mother that's not related that paid to cause harm. And they could be going through one of these things. Or they could have been paid to cause harm. They wanted you to have some type of stroke, heart attack, get shot, or get into a car accident. A Scorpio female. Something about January. They could have wanted you to get into some type of accident in January. Something was supposed to happen in January. Something's supposed to happen in January. Or what's supposed to happen in January. Somebody's with the letter H or K. K-H, H-K. I just heard Kelly, Kimberly, Kenya, Kayata, Kim, Kaita, Kaya, Kaylin, Katie, Catherine, Carl, with a K though. I just heard knots. Somebody could be in knots. Somebody's stomach could be in knots. H, Hector, Henry. I just heard Herman. Harry, Herman, Hector. Hernandez. Hillary. I heard high. Somebody's high. I don't know what the heliante. That's all I heard, right? That's all the names that popped into my head as I look at the letters. K, Keisha. I'm not getting nothing else. So we're going to pull some tarot and we're going to end. Do I want to pull tarot? Where we at? I said this video wasn't going to be long. We're 48 minutes. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Let's pull some tarot real quick. Let's get a few cards out for the tarot to see what the let's see how we close this. How this reading is gonna close for this energy, for this religious figure that's business partners with this karmic twin flame soulmate and their karmic friend and their karmic friend's cousin and an aunt and a mother figure that's not related to the collective. What is the outcome for these people? What is the outcome for these people? You got the high priestess in the reverse. This is somebody that it's not, they fake, counterfeit. They only have book knowledge, surface level knowledge. They're fake. They don't know anything. This person was in a competition with you, collective, with the Five of Wands, but they can't be in this competition with you no more. With the Five of Wands being in the reverses. The Five of Wands being in the reverses. Collective. So you had this fake ass person that only knew surface knowledge, book knowledge. They could be smart, but they only know book knowledge. They have no real spiritual insight. Like I said, it says religious person that's fake. They're not authentic. So they don't have no spiritual knowledge. They fake. They don't have no spiritual knowledge about shit. It's all book knowledge. They read a lot of books about spirituality, about religious shit, and that's all they know is book shit. So this person had the nerve to be in a competition with somebody who's an actual spiritualist, who's actually gifted. The nerve. Confirmation with somebody's fire alarm going off. The alarm is going off. Something's been set fire to. I believe Wands energy is also fire sign, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, fire. Something's been set afire to. With the fire alarm, the Wands energy is fire sign. Somebody that only has book knowledge, surface level, that's a fake high priestess. So confirmation with religious figure that's fake is coming out in the tarot. This is a fake ass religious person, fake ass spiritual person. They are fake, a counterfeit. Had the nerve to be in a competition or have you in some type of competition. Trying to trick you. A lot of trickery. Now they're fighting because of their lies. They're fighting amongst themselves, and they're fighting amongst this group of people that they collaborated with their business partner, because they lied. A King of Wands energy, fire sign energy, high priestess in the reverse energy that's not getting their wish fulfillment with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. More fire energy. This is a fire sign, Aquarius energy with the high priestess. Yeah, Knight of Swords. They were trying to come in swiftly and create some type of deception. They're not getting their wish fulfillment when it comes to trying to come in and cause with this Knight of Swords. Magician, justice, because you're the real magician. You're getting justice, collective. You're the real magician and you're getting your justice. And you got on the top of the deck and bottom of the deck, you got both Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's not going to get this offer. Somebody's unable to bring you a fishy offer. Somebody's unable to bring you a fishy offer with this fish in the cup and the coin in the cup. Somebody's unable to come to you with some deception, lies. And somebody thought they were going to come in. The way I'm reading the cards, the way I see the card with this fish in the cup. This is a young energy. Somebody's in their emotions. Somebody's immature. Could be younger than you. Or somebody that's immature. That's in their emotions with this cups energy coming out. They in their feelings. Because someone was unable to bring you a fishy cup, a fish in the cup. Because they thought if they would bring you this fish in the cup, they were going to get some offer, and they're not going to get that offer anyway. So somebody's unable to bring you a fishy cup, and somebody's not getting an offer when it comes to some type of skills or talent, because they're a fake high priestess. So, yeah, they're unable to celebrate with the Three of Cups in the Cups energy. Somebody's in their emotions, in their feelings. There's no more celebration. This double is in the reverse. Or the group of people that's in this devilish energy. So you got somebody who could be married. This King of Wands could be a married man that's married to this high priestess in the reverse. Confirmation with the fire alarm going off. So there's a King of Wands that could be married to a High Priestess in the reverse, or this King of Wands could be a High Priestess in the reverse energy. Masculine and feminine energy, feminine and masculine energy. And they were in a competition with you, collective, trying to trick you. But them trying to trick you, they're not getting their wish fulfillment because the Ace of Wands is in the reverse. They were trying to get some type of money, fortune, or inheritance, but they're not getting this money, fortune, and inheritance. They're going through some type of ruin. They're perishing. They're going through some type of demise. They're not getting their wish fulfillment. They're going through a ruin. Right? Because you want to know why? You want to know why? You want to know why? I'll tell you why right now. Because they was trying to come in Knight of Swords, you collective. They was trying to come in and have you sad and cause wrath and war in your life and destruction in your life, trying to cause a lot of opposition in your life. But collective, they didn't know that you are the real magician. You have the skills. So now somebody's going through some type of pain, loss, or a disaster, or they could be sick because that's their justice, because they came for you. So now you're receiving justice. Because this religious figure, this fake-ass religious figure, fake-ass high priestess in the reverse that don't know nothing, there's something that's being put right for you. Because of this freaking pain and loss and disaster somebody was trying to cause in your life. Trying to attack your self-confidence. Now, they're going through their own deception. They're being deceived. Somebody could be deceiving them. Or they were lied to. Somebody could have been deceiving them. Or somebody's unable to deceive you. Like I said, when it comes to this Page of Cups offer. Somebody was trying to come in and try to deceive you when it came to this Page of Cups offer. And they can't do that. It's in the reverse. Somebody's trying to come in and deceive you with a fake ass offer. Yeah. But it's not working out in their favor. Unfavorable. It's not working out for them. Like I said, they're unable to celebrate with the three cups in the reverse, double in reverse. It's not working out how they want it to. No more celebrating, no more drinking, no more dancing around and celebrating. Oh, we got somebody. We got him. No, you didn't get nobody. Confirmation with the sirens. You didn't get nobody. Somebody's achievement is about to end. Whatever somebody was trying to achieve, it has ended. This devil that's in the reverse. Whatever this devil was was trying to achieve, they're not achieving it. This person was very evil. They're feeling real weak because they were being real petty. And they're blind to something. Yeah, Hierophant. Collective, you're the real Hierophant. Energy, magician, Hierophant, you're getting justice. And somebody's unable to move, to travel, to get away. They in this Two of Wands energy. Somebody's sick. Address sickness. Somebody could be sick. They're unable to move, travel forward and move. They're sick. Because they were unable to put you to rest. And their Nine of Cups is in the reverse. While you're receiving your Knight of Cups, they're not having a new beginning. The Fool is in the reverse, and they're heartbroken. Three of Swords. This Empress in the reverse. And the Lovers. Yeah, they got a Eight of Cups, a situation. They got to walk away from a situation that they were paying people, paid to cause harm. So they were paying people with this Eight of Pentacles, this Six of Pentacles. They got to walk away. They got to stop from paying people to cause havoc in your life. This Page of Wands, this rival enemy, that somebody that thinks they're high and mighty. Look the way he's standing. Yeah, this Moon is in the reverse. This Moon magic illusions in the reverse, deception in the reverse, and now they're in the Nine of Swords. Because they thought they had options. They were delusional, wishful thinking with the Seven of Cups energy. Yeah, they didn't know that you have a lot of strength. And you're not in the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not juggling anything. You actually, with this Ace of Pentacles, you're getting your wish fulfillment. You're satisfied. You are this Queen of Swords energy, Chariot energy collective coming for you. And this Page of Swords in the reverse can no longer spy on you. Emperor in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Because you stood your ground with your Seven of Wands. Now this King of Swords is in the reverse. Somebody that was abusing their power. Some authoritative figure, religious figure. Somebody with some type of power. In a power of position. Then I'm not going to say power. A power of position. A job, a high job title. You stood your ground to this King of Swords. Yeah, you put a Two of Swords to this King of Swords collective. And now whatever they were working on, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, they won't be manifesting anything. All that hard work they did, they won't be getting anything. But you will. You will be getting your Nine of Pentacles. You will be getting your Two of Cups collective. Because Seven of... Yeah, look. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. This is... Eight of Swords. This is how somebody is in. They stress because nothing is coming. They watching something grow for you. And they in the Eight of Swords collective. Because their Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. And that's the motherfucking truth. Ace of Swords. You still getting this offer that you don't see coming for you? Yeah, it's your Ten of Cups. Yeah, you... And somebody's in the Hangman. Because you're getting your Wheel of Fortune. And they were unable to stop this. Knight of Pentacles. They unable to stop this offer. They were unable to stop this. They're not getting anything. This Queen of Cups is in their emotions because they were unable to bring a death to you. Somebody's foundation is in the reverse for trying to have you under judgment with judgment in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's in the Five of Cups. They're sick. Nose itching confirmation. Somebody's sick. Overwhelmed, feeling the pressure. Somebody's sick because of this. Yeah, because you're not in the Ten of Wands. Somebody's sick because you're not in the Ten of Wands. Whatever they wanted for you, they're sick because you're not sick. They're brokenhearted. They had you under judgment, trying to bring some type of death ending to you, and they were unable to. More or less, the same message that came out on the cards came out in the tarot deck. All that extra 30 minutes for no reason. But hey, clarification over clarification, clarification and clarification. You're getting your justice. You're getting liberated from this group of people that were business partners, mutual acquaintances, that decided to work with this religious figure to attack you. Because this religious figure is fake. A fake religious figure that don't know shit, that only knows book knowledge, surface knowledge, does not have no spiritual knowledge, is not connected to anything. It was trying to attack you because you were really gifted and they're not gifted. So they were jealous and envious of you. And basically that's what it boils down to. A fake ass, wannabe, copycat energy, mad that they not gifted like you. So they decided to come up against you because they're jealous and envious. And they even got a tarot card reader involved. All these people were paid to cause you harm, all because somebody is a fake ass spiritual person. Whether that is religious or spiritual. They're just fake. It doesn't matter. And they're mad that you're not fake. That you were really gifted. And they did all this to be the one. They got all these people involved, paid all these people to cause you harm, to experiment on you with spell work and harassment because they wanted to be the one. And they can't be the one because they don't have no real gifts. And I'm not saying that you got to be tapped into read cards, because you can learn how to read cards and not actually be connected. But when you do that, when you use cards, I'm going to explain something to you. When you grab a deck of cards, and you're not really connected, you are opening yourself up to a whole new world. Good or bad. So don't always listen to all these readers that be like, go get yourself a deck of cards and read your own energy. Okay, when it comes to oracle cards, yes, sure. Positive guidance cards, yes. Why not? When you grab yourself a tarot deck, right here, and you grab a tarot deck, specifically, you are opening yourself up to light and dark energy. So, that's all I'm saying. So don't be out here doing things that you're not supposed to be doing if you're not called to do it. And don't always listen to somebody that tells you to pick up a deck of cards, because maybe you're not supposed to have a deck of cards. Maybe you're supposed to just watch the readings and learn how to use your intuition and find the right reader. Or maybe you shouldn't be watching the readings at all. You know? Anyway, let me get out of here, because I said I wasn't going to make this video long, and this shit is long. I'm already an hour into this, and my mouth is dry, and I am hungry. So, we about to make myself something really quick to put in my stomach. Because I bet you got to eat something. So, collective peace out. This scandalous group, spirit is walking amongst this scandalous group, and this scandalous group is feeling wounded, and they got an 8 of Cups the situation. They got to walk away from the situation. This religious figure got to walk away from the situation. And this mother, that's a karmic female. Oh, wow. And aunt. Look at that. Mother, aunt. All I did was put the deck together, split it, and look at that. Ex-boyfriend. Father energy. Ex-girlfriend. So confirmation on this mother and aunt energy, because it came out. Karmic soulmate, twin flame soulmate, ex-boyfriend. A father figure, energy, religious figure. Karmic female could be this ex-girlfriend. Or it could be the karmic's friend cousin. Your karmic twin flame soulmate could have dated your karmic friend's cousin. It could be their baby mama. Soulmate in the reverse. Look at that. A spiritual occultist. Somebody's baby mama, soulmate in the reverse is a spiritual occultist. They all mutual acquaintances. Look, related family. Hitman attackers. Brother and friend. They're a part of a gang, a club, association, an organization, a coven, a cult. Content creator could be the tarot reader. They're karmic family. You got neighbors. Neighbor, somebody's neighbor, son or daughter could be involved. I just saw son and daughter, mother, neighbor, a daughter. Again, so somebody's neighbor, daughter, a daughter's neighbor, a neighbor, daughter, karmic friend. Friend. False flame. They're your enemies, collective. They're your enemies. They stalking and catfishing you. This scandalous group that they need to shut up and sit down and they need to give up. I'm done. Let me stop talking. Peace out. I may or may not be back with another reading. I always say I'm always gonna end it this way because sometimes I come back on and sometimes I don't. But so far at the same time I did a reading yesterday, at the same time I did a reading today. So maybe this might be the reading of the day. Who knows? Slow and steady wins the race. I'm gonna pick up my pace a little bit more again, but until right now, I'm just getting myself together. We're gonna just keep this account active and let YouTube know that I'm still here. This is why I be doing these long ass videos. They gotta count for something. When I don't post, make a bunch of videos to post. So collective, peace out. You already know if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or malintention or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, you will feel the effects of all the hexes and the curses of the spell that you project. And if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because you reap what you sow, but Bob is so low, don't do towards what you want done to you or your family. Stop being crusty, crabby, raggedy Ann, and Andy ass, miserable, bitter ass business, and go heal yourself. And if I was talking funny, forgive me that this fucking tooth is not right and I gotta fix it. So collective, peace out. I'll see you later, maybe. Bye. Enjoy your weekend.